Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT, and welcome to the trade deadline special episode of the Houston Texans Madden 17 Connected Franchise Series. This episode is 100% gonna be trades. It's a trade deadline, and we're gonna make something happen. 100% raw, legit. You're gonna see how we work this madness, and we're gonna make some type of superstar come his way to Houston in today's episode. I had to read through 1,400 comments because this episode is by far the most important, because this is our last chance to make a huge trade to make this team better in our quest to bring the first ever Super Bowl ring to Houston. So like I said, this is going to be a live episode. More than likely, it's going to be no gameplay, but what we're going to do is have a raw live section of the trading portion of today's video, as we are 100% going to be landing a superstar. Who? I don't know, but I'm going to take your comments into consideration. And number two, once we finish our trades for this trade deadline episode, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the standings and everything up to this point in this series, and then show you some stats and everything for our team and the rest of the league, because a lot of you have been requesting that the last couple episodes. And then we'll have our normal episodes after this. Now, very, very important announcement before we get into the trades for today's episode. I am going to be doing another Madden 18 GOAT Edition giveaway to my subscribers, just because you guys have been supporting this series. Madden 17 has completely died off for most people, but you guys continue to show your support for this series, which is absolutely incredible. So, the way to enter the giveaway for the Madden 18 GOAT Edition, all you have to do, just like the last giveaway, if you're yet to follow me on Instagram, I'll leave a link at the top of the description box below. Go follow me over there. I got to burp a little bit. You can enter this giveaway even if you already follow me, and if you do go and follow me as well, just leave your Instagram name in the comment section below, and I'll be picking a comment sometime next week, and I'll make sure you follow me on Instagram if I pick you, and I will go ahead and give you a copy of Madden 18 GOAT Edition. So be sure to go enter that. All you have to do is follow me on my Instagram. Now, something else very important. If this video can smash 3,000 likes, that's a lot, 3,000 likes. We've hit 2,000 almost every single episode, but if we can smash 3,000 likes on this episode, which is being uploaded at about 12 o'clock Saturday, I will live stream the next two games of this series. Week 8 against the Lions, and then whoever we play next week in Week 9, I will live stream that tonight. That is if we hit 3,000 likes. Now, one more thing. If we can up that and smash 4,000 likes on today's video, I'll also do another giveaway for Madden 18 GOAT Edition on my Twitter account. And if this video does smash 4,000 likes, I'll announce that on my live stream later tonight. So you guys have a chance for two GOAT Edition giveaways in Madden 18. And 3,000 likes, we'll get my first ever live stream of this series, which would be pretty freaking lit. So, with all that said, a lot of stuff to cover. Let's jump into today's episode and see how we can make this team better. So I looked through all the comments trying to see what most people wanted me to do. And I have 4 comments on my screen right here that I feel like most people agreed on, or at least the majority agreed on. Now, looking at the offense, we might go after a wide receiver today. But I believe the number one target in today's episode, or the number one priority, is to add a cornerback. And with it being this late in the series, I have a lot of people wanting me to turn off the trade deadline. But look, first of all, I know it's not realistic, because it's like we've traded the whole entire team away. But I wanted to stay realistic in the sense that there's still a trade deadline. And number two, even if I turned it off, at this point, like, I'm pulling straws trying to make one last deal happen. There's no way I could have 8 more weeks of just trying to get trades, because I have nothing left. And that's why this is going to be a live episode and showing you guys what it takes to lead up to actually making one deal go through when you have nothing left to trade away. So you're going to see what it takes and all the things I have to pull to actually make this deal go through. Now, what deal is going to go through, I don't know, but we're at least making one superstar make his way to Houston in this series. So with that said, we're going to have to do a lot of different things to make this happen, but we are, in fact, going to make it happen. And some finessing is going to have to take place, but sometimes this is what you have to do. So the first thing that I saw a lot of people wanting me to do, since we are going to be trying to get a cornerback, we have 5 cornerbacks as of right now. And this one comment that I saw that I picked out has 217 thumbs up. You guys want me to convert Jabril Peppers to linebacker. And for the rest of the comments, specifically, you guys want me to convert him to middle linebacker. And now what this will allow me to do is, I'm not even sure if I picked out a comment for this, but that will allow me to trade one of the other middle linebackers I have, or use that middle linebacker as trade bait to bring in one of the superstar player that we already get for today's episode. So I have no idea what Jabril Peppers is going to be as a linebacker. He was a 75 overall free safety, so I'm not expecting anything more than like a 70. But even if he's a 70, he has the speed to be good enough to be a linebacker that I can use and be effective with. And he is, oh my dear God, he's a 61 overall. Well, that kind of sucks. Why is he so bad? He's fast. He has decent strength. His play rec is low, but that shouldn't be that low because he's a safety. His tackling's low. His hit power's low. Block shedding's low. Power move is low. Well, that kind of sucks. And we can't go back on that now because this is the last trade deadline episode. So, that being the case, Jabril Peppers is going to be our number 2 middle linebacker. He is a 61 overall. And if worse comes to worse, we can find somebody out of free agency to be better than Jabril Peppers. But, I mean, I still think even though he's a 61 overall, with his speed, we all know speed kills in Madden. I think he should be definitely higher overall than a 61 overall middle linebacker because he played very effective at the linebacker position in college. He kind of split between safety and linebacker. Don't know why he's such a low linebacker overall-wise, but he's going to be our number 2. I know he's 61 overall, but with that speed, he's pretty much like an 80-something. So, that kind of caught me by surprise, but that does free up us to trade either McKinney or Quan Alexander, depending on which team wants more. Like, if they rather want McKinney or Quan Alexander. It might all have to do with their scheme. So now, that is what we're going to do to start off the episode. We're going to have a middle linebacker freed up to be able to trade away for a superstar. Now, let me go to the next comment. Now, this is where the finessing is going to start. The finessing big time is going to start right here. This comment with 524 thumbs up. And it would have more, but for some reason, like within the first couple hours, if you're the top-rated comment, you stay for a few hours and then you just disappear, even if you're the top-rated comment still. So this comment right here had 500 thumbs up with within 2 or 3 hours of the episode being up. And then after that, it kind of didn't get many because they took it off as one of the top comments, which I don't understand why. But anyways, Erica Norris. If you're a girl watching me, you're cool because you're one of the few in the proud. But anyways, you say, RBT, get Levante David and move him to a safety position. I'm promising you that he will at least be a 90 overall. Levante David is an outside linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I go back to the comment. He says, I've done it before. And then if you want to, move him to safety, and then you can trade him for a superstar because he will have a lot of value. So he's going to be a 90 overall safety, and hopefully that should help me out. So, he is a 93 overall safety, this comment also says. So, what we're going to do is finesse a team. We're going to finesse a team. And hopefully Levante David doesn't take a lot to get from the Buccaneers because we don't have a lot we can trade away. So, with that said, we're going to go to the Buccaneers and make this happen because that's a lot of thumbs up. Levante David is a 90 overall. Levante David? Is this who you want me to get? Levante David? He's a 90... So now I'm kind of in a bind because he's a 90 overall already. I think you guys kind of got confused. Did he mean Levante David? There's no way this is going to work right because if this was even a thing, we could convert, we could just trade him as he is. I was thinking he was like an 80-something and then we could convert him to a free safety and he's like a 90-something. So that doesn't work at all. I'm really disappointed because I was really banking on Levante David being somebody could use in a trade, but that's just not going to work. But I did have a lot of people saying I should convert cornerbacks or convert outside linebackers to middle linebackers, see if they have more value there, and I'm going to try that really quick. Do we have anybody that we could convert to middle linebacker and possibly have some team get interested in them? Because we just need players that teams are interested in. We have TJ Watt, Alex Anzalone, and Ryan Anderson. Let me convert Alex Anzalone to middle linebacker and see if he stays at a 74. That might mean some team will be interested in him moving forward. So if he can stay he's a 70, god dang it, man, that kind of sucks a lot. He drops down, man. We're gonna have to do some world-class finessing, boys, to make some type of big trade go through. So with that said, man, this is going to be a lot more difficult than I thought. So what do we do? I know another player that you guys want me to get and told me to do this with. I'm not sure if I trust it or not. Jimmy Graham is a player that you guys want me to get. Now let's see something. We can convert him to wide receiver, and a lot of you said he's a high overall wide receiver. I don't know if I trust this, because if we do this and it doesn't work out, we're going to be absolutely screwed. But you know what? I'm down to try anything. Jimmy Graham, he's a 92 overall tight end. What would they be willing to give me him for a 5th and a 7th? More than likely, no. Yeah, not even that close. So how about a first-round draft pick for next year for Jimmy Graham? And that's actually, I mean, that's not like that far away. How about if I throw these two in as well? And no. So what else do they want? They want a wide receiver, and they also need a cornerback. Are they interested in Kevin King? They're not. So what else do we have? Left outside linebacker, Brennan Scarlett. Is that a guy y'all want? Kind of went up a little bit, but not that much. Do we have a left tackle that you guys want or something? Left tackle, Kendall Lamb. I know you don't want him. Left guard, Chad Slade. Is this enough to make it go through? Nah, man. I don't think this is going to work either. Man, so I think what we need to do, I have a very good idea. A very, very, very good idea. So we are going to go. Who did Brandon Marshall sign for? Brandon Marshall, the wide receiver. Didn't he sign? I'm losing my train of thought. Brandon Marshall. We already have Brandon Marshall. What am I thinking? So what is a wide receiver that's a little bit older that we can convert to tight end, and he's a little bit higher overall? Somebody easy to get that we could just finesse. This is stressful, but we're going to try and make this happen. We got to find the perfect target. The perfect target as we look through, because a lot of people tell me just to get players, convert them to different positions, and finesse that way. But we got to find a target first that will be relatively easy to bring in. And I have no idea who that will be. As I look and look and look, Kenny Britt, I don't know if Kenny Britt would be good. Mike Evans, you all said he's like a 90-something overall tight end, but we just can't afford. We can't bring in Mike Evans. Maybe Larry Fitzgerald. Do I do this? Larry Fitz. What type of tight end would he be? Oh, man. I'm stressing. I'm stressing. So let's go with can we just see if a 5th-round draft pick would be enough to bring in Fitz? Ah, not that close at all. God dang. So they need a right end. We have Trey Hendrickson, and they also need a D tackle. This guy. This be enough to bring in Larry? It's yellow. It's yellow. What about this? Do I trade a first-round draft pick next year for Larry and then take a chance at converting him to a tight end? Oh, man. See, this is why I'm keeping this live. It's so much finessing going to be going on in today's episode. Let me see if this could go through. Can we not even get Larry for a first-round draft pick from next year? I thought Larry was easier than that to get. So a first-round draft pick from next year and a 7th-round draft pick. Wow. Wow, okay. I didn't think that was a thing. So do I throw in my 5th-round draft pick and this will go through? Dog, I'm really taking a shot at Larry Fitzgerald being a high overall tight end. I'm putting all my faith in that. So, a right end as well, Trey Hendrickson. Will this go through? Man, if this doesn't work out, I'm screwed. I just took a huge chance right there, boys. I took a huge chance. So let's go to wide receiver, and let's convert Larry Fitz. He's on the IR, but that's okay. I think we can still trade him in this. We can still trade him. So let's put him to tight end. Gonna save the changes. Come on, be a high overall tight end. He's a 99 overall tight end, boys. Let's go. Let's freaking go. So let's see what teams will be interested in a 99 overall Larry Fitzgerald. So let me go to the comment that was most thumbed up. So we have this comment with 251 thumbs up. Wants me to try to get either Pat Pete, Richard Sherman, or Marcus Peters. So let's see, boys. We're going to throw in Larry Fitzgerald and see how many teams are actually interested in him. Oh, my God. So many teams are going to be interested in a 99 overall Larry Fitzgerald. Holy crap, dude. Were the Cardinals one of the teams interested in him? Please, Cardinals, please. The Cardinals are. And then we just got him from the Cardinals, which is kind of funny. So what about, can we bring in Patrick Peterson straight up? Dude, this is some next level finessing right here. This is some absolute next level finessing if this actually was to go through. It's not gonna be that easy. It's not gonna be that freaking easy. So let's go to the next one, the Seahawks and Richard Sherman. They are interested in Larry Fitz. Let me throw in this first round draft pick, and that's actually about the same. So this might be our only shot at getting a Richard Sherman or a Pat Pete. This has already took some next level finessing. But let's try this. It's actually very freaking close, boys. It's actually so close. So let me go back to Pat Pete and see how close this deal is. I'm not sure if you guys would rather me get Pat Pete or Richard Sherman. So let me see really quick. Pat Pete and a first round draft pick. Would this go through? That's still in the yellow. I'm not sure if the other one was in the green or not. I already forgot. So let's see. The Cardinals need a cornerback. Kevin King. Oh, are the Seahawks interested in Kevin King? Please tell me they are. They're not. Oh, man. We're at a standstill already. So what do we do now? What do we do now? So, okay, some next level finessing is about to happen once again. We're going to go to free agents. I know that, like I said, this is going to take so much finesse, and this is why I cannot turn off trade deadline. Who is the highest overall tight end or wide receiver? That is 71 overall Jared Abernathy. So with that said, I'm just going to sign him and hope that he's a high overall tight end. He might not be, but if he's like an 80 something, he might have some team interested in him. Like, we're just this is absolute next level finessing. So we're going to go back and convert him to tight end. This is what you guys wanted me to do. I would not be doing this at all if I didn't see over 100-something comments telling me to do this. And I would have done the Levante David thing, but that, I don't know what happened there. That I think somebody got confused. But anyways, that's crazy. That had 500-something. I was thinking Levante David was going to be like a 70-something overall at a linebacker and be very easy to get. But, yeah, that didn't happen. Anyways, let's convert Jared Abernathy to tight end and see how high of overall he is. If he's like an 80-something, he is a wow. Well, that was a huge failure. So, let's just do that. That did not work out at all. That did not work out at all. So, with that said, I'm just going to trade Jared Abernathy for like a 7th round draft pick and just forget we ever did that. Go back to tight end and just find a team, just anybody who wants them. The Bengals, do you want them for like a 7th round draft pick or something? Can I have a 7th, please? Pretty please. And we can't even get a 7th from the Bengals. How about a 6th and a 7th from next year? 6 or 6 from next year, is that good enough? Can we get Jared? Was accepted. So we get a 6 from next year. Oh, man. We're going to get somebody. We're going to get somebody good. I'm telling you. Something good is going to come out of this. Who's another wide receiver that we could kind of finesse like Larry Fitzgerald? He's got to be kind of older. It's not going to work right. Antonio Brown. Oh, man. Ted Ginn Jr. What would Ted Ginn be at tight end? But what would it take to bring in Ted Ginn? That's the question. Do I throw in that 6 that we just got? I don't know how close this would be. Man, so they need a right outside linebacker. We're pulling strings here, boys. This might be a super long episode, but let me throw in Ryan Anderson to this deal, and that's not close at all. So it might actually be harder than I thought to bring him in. So how about Brennan Scarlett? How about him? Man, we're not gonna be able to get Ted Ginn. I thought we were gonna be able to get him, but we're not gonna. These two guys. That's actually made it get pretty freaking close. So, what else do they need? A right outside linebacker, Ryan Anderson. Please tell me this will go through. Oh, man. This is so stressful, dog. This is going to be such a long episode. 6th round draft pick from next year. So, okay. Oh, my God. So, we're going to try these 2 draft picks right here and try to trade up for like a 4th from next year. A 4th from next year? Okay, that was actually accepted. So that was pretty good. Let's go back and try to get Ted Ginn. Like I said, I'm grasping at straws right here, fellas. Grasping at complete straws. So I'm trying to get Ted Ginn. That's who I was trying to get, right? Ted Ginn. Memory loss. Now, who was Ted Ginn on? I've done forgot. Who the heck is Ted Ginn on? Maybe I can look for another wide receiver that would be a little bit easier to get. He's got to be older. Like, if he's over 30, they're pretty freaking easy to get. There's Will Fuller that we traded away last episode, or the episode before that, to get Eric Berry. Cole Beasley wouldn't be a bad shout. Devontae Parker would be hard to get. It's got to... Man, I think it's definitely... How about Torrey Smith? How would he be at tight end? Mohamed Sanu, how would he be at tight end? Man, decisions, fellas. Pierre Garçon. Pierre Garçon. Okay, let's try this. How hard would he be to bring in? For a 4th round draft pick from next year? That's actually not that far away. Now if we can throw in Alex Anzalone. Maybe John Timu as well. They're actually interested in Anzalone. Oh my god. Okay. That was highly expected. Unexpected. Highly expected, unexpected. Would this go through straight up? No, it won't. But how about this deal right here straight up? Oh my god, we're about to get Pierre Garçon. We're on to something, boys. We are 100% on to something. I need a left outside linebacker. I'm not going to throw him in there. Pierre Desir. We don't need him. Would this work? Oh my god, it worked. GG's in the chat. So, with that now, the Seahawks need a wide receiver, so they might actually be interested in Pierre Garçon. Oh my, if this actually works, the Bears, I think they're actually going to be interested in him. They're relatively interested. How about the Cardinals? With the Cardinals are interested in Pierre Garçon. Oh my god. I think this is going to work, boys. Larry Fitz, Pierre Garçon for Pat Pete, and it's close. So how about for Richard Sherman? I gotta put him in first. So Richard Sherman for Pierre Garçon and Larry Fitzgerald. So it's not that close. I think our best bet. Now the question is, do you guys want... Man, do y'all want Pierre Garçon? I mean, do y'all want Richard Sherman or do y'all want Pat Pete? I think Richard Sherman's been suggested more than Pat Pete. Who's the higher overall? I think Pat Pete is the higher overall. Richard Sherman's a 95, or are they the same? I think they're the same, actually. They are the same. But Richard Sherman's a little bit cheaper, which could help us out. So we do need to sign some free agents. But we're going to go back to the Cardinals. Or actually, we're going to go back to this. Man, since Richard Sherman is cheaper, that's the only reason why. Since he's cheaper, we're going to try to make this deal go through. And... Come on, Cardinals. Come on, Cardinals, man. This is getting so close. This is so close, man. This has got to happen, right? This has got to happen. And, oh my god, man, no! No! God, that actually is a heartbreaker. That is a complete and utter heartbreaker. So now what do we do? Oh man, this is going to take some next level finessing, boys. I told y'all. You know what? I have an idea. Just wait. I have an idea. So the Chiefs, player you guys wanted me to get was Marcus Peters. So we're going to try something else. Pierre Garçon for Marcus Peters. How close will this be? And that's not close at all. Y'all also need a free safety and middle linebacker. Oh, I've completely forgot about Bernard McKinney. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm actually an idiot. I swear to God, I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute freaking imbecile. So let me go back and see if they're interested in McKinney. Either of these two teams. The Cardinals are. Oh, I bet y'all were screaming at me the whole entire video. So it looks like Pat Pete is going to be the move. Y'all were more than likely screaming at me the whole entire video. I cannot believe I completely forgot about McKinney and Quan Alexander that I'm willing to trade away. So Larry Fitzgerald and Bernard McKinney for Pat Pete. And I think this is about to go through, boys. I think is about to go through, and we're about to get ourselves Patrick Peterson. Who am I? Oh, Pierre Garçon also is who I'm willing to trade away. Pierre Garçon. Come on, boys. Come on, Carlos. Give him to me. Are you actually kidding? Well, now, would the first be enough for this deal? I have no idea if it will. First round draft pick for these two guys. Oh my God. So maybe we have to get a better middle linebacker to trade away. Or maybe they're more interested in Quan Alexander. I don't know. This is so difficult, man. This is actually freaking so difficult. They're interested in Quan Alexander. That would put me over the cap space. So let me put back in Larry Fitz to this deal. Will this be accepted? Oh my God. What if I would put in another player as well? What if I was to put in... This is so freaking stressful, man. Pierre Garçon. Oh my God, dude. All right, we're doing something. We're doing something, boys. So they're. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna try and go back to the Chiefs and get this. I told y'all this is why this can't be a full series without a trade deadline, because this would break my absolute freaking small brain that I already have. So what do we do? Okay, we're trying to see if they do need a middle linebacker. So we're going to throw in Bernard McKinney and see if we can get him straight up for Marcus Peters. Would that be the move? Marcus Peters for McKinney. How close would this be? And not at all. So, with that said, let's throw in Pierre Garçon as well. See how close this is? It's in the yellow. Now I'm in a bind, fellas. I'm in a bind, a big bind. What other middle... Are they interested in Timu by chance? John Timu? They're not. See, now I'm thinking... What am I thinking? I'm thinking... I don't know what I'm thinking, guys. I really don't. What if we do this? What if we do both tight ends, Brandon Marshall and Larry Fitzgerald? Now, would the Cowboys, would the Seahawks be interested in both these guys? They are. Richard Sherman for both these guys. See how far away that is? Gosh dang, bro. I think now what we're going to have to do is trade away one of these tight ends. I think for a draft pick or something. And then maybe convert. I don't know what to do, guys. What team actually needs a tight end? This is going to be an hour-long video. This is why we can't have gameplay. I just wanted y'all to see how long these things take. So, we need to find a team that needs a tight end. Because even though some teams are interested in them, but if their team need isn't tight end, we can't get as much for them as we would otherwise. So the Colts, will you be willing to give me a first-round draft pick for Brandon Marshall? Oh my God, it's close. It's close. What if I was to throw in Ryan Griffin too? Y'all need a tight end. It's not that close. So they need a middle linebacker. That's what they need. I'll throw in John. Is John enough? No, actually went down some. Oh, boys, this is gonna give me a freaking heart attack. What draft picks do we have that we could trade away at next year's 4th rounder? Ooh, it's so close. So we are gonna make this go through. So we'll have 2 first-round draft picks. They also need a tight end or a right tackle. We have like a 60 overall that I think this should... Okay, that was accepted. So we do get a first-round draft pick. That's pretty helpful. That's pretty freaking helpful. So now, we're going to throw in 2 first-round draft picks. And plus Larry Fitzgerald. Or should we keep Larry Fitzgerald now since we have him at tight end? He's a 99 overall tight end. Should we keep him? I think if we can get away with trading one of these middle linebackers, I think that might actually be the move. So, And we'll be able to keep Pierre Garçon too. Or did we just, I'm losing my mind. So let's see how close to so should we go? We're gonna go after Richard Sherman first because he's cheaper. We do need some depth, so we're gonna have to sign some players out of free agency. Now, will this go through? See, that's not even that's not close. That's not that close. How about McKinney? They weren't interested in McKinney. That sucks. So how about now we throw in Larry Fitzgerald? Bro, this is so hard, actually. This is actually so hard. That was accepted. Let's go. We bring in Richard Sherman. Finally. Finally. Finally, we get Richard Sherman. How long did that take? That took a total of 32 minutes of me finessing teams. And we finally bring in a star cornerback in Richard Sherman. Oh my god, fellas, that was gosh dang difficult. So now, if you look at this, we actually get to keep McKinney and Quan Alexander. And also, we have 4 relatively good cornerbacks in Richard Sherman, Janoris Jenkins, and DRC, and Kevin King. So now the question is, we still have we still have Pierre Garçon, who I don't necessarily need. Now let me convert him. Let me see what he's at the tight end position. I know you guys didn't want me to trade away Brandon Marshall, but we had to bring in a cornerback, and that's like, you saw what it just took to get a cornerback. So let's convert Pierre Garçon to tight end and see how high of an overall he is, because that might help us bring in somebody else. Because let's see, at tight end, if he's like, please be like a 90, please. He is a 90. He is a 90. So that's actually really good. That's actually really, really, really good. So the next comment wants me to bring in Mike Evans. Now let's see if they're going to be interested in Pierre Garçon. Buccaneers, please. Buccaneers are not. Buccaneers are not interested in Pierre Garçon. Man. So what else could we bring in? Jamie Collins? We're going to trade away Pierre Garçon for somebody, because we're going to have Andre Johnson as a starting tight end, because why not? Man, what wide receiver have I seen commented a lot in my videos? I'm going to go through, because I know there's a lot of different wide receivers that's been thumbed up. You know what? Let's do this live. We're going to go back to my video. I didn't screenshot this. I didn't foresee this happening. We're not going to spend too much longer on this, because if anything, we're going to keep Pierre Garçon as our starting tight end, and we kind of lost our starting tight end, and that would kind of help us out. So we're going to go back to my comments and see what is a wide receiver that was thumbed up a lot in the last video. So, if the comments will ever load, today, tomorrow, next Wednesday, Amari Cooper or Michael Crabtree is the top comment as of right now. So, with that said, now, okay, there's 3 more things I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get Amari Cooper, and if that doesn't work, the next comment wants me to get Jimmy Graham. So, with that said, if we can't get Amari Cooper, we're going to try and get Jimmy Graham. We're going to convert Pierre Garçon back to wide receiver and try to get Jimmy Graham that way, and he'll be our starting tight end. This is stressful, but we're going to make it happen. So, let's go to they have to be interested in a tight end, though. The Raiders have to be interested in a tight end for this to even have a chance. Raiders are interested. They are. Uh-oh. Amari Cooper. I don't foresee this being anywhere near, yeah, I had a feeling. But you guys still wanted me to trade away a middle linebacker. They interested in either of these guys? They are. We could bring in Amari Cooper. We could bring in Amari Cooper. Do I do it? Do I do it? Okay, see. Okay. Maybe this won't happen. Or maybe Michael Crabtree. Maybe Michael Crabtree's the move. He is an 83 overall wide receiver. So do I want Michael Crabtree? He's worth a lot of money. Would y'all rather want Jimmy Graham or Michael Crabtree? All right, let's see. Let's just chill for a second. Can we get a draft pick out of this deal? Can we? Is that a move? Is that a thing? I don't even know if this would go through straight up. Oh, I don't know if I want to try it. I'm scared. This is actually crazy. And so there. Okay, that's not actually gonna happen. Okay, so this is the last thing I'm gonna try. Gonna convert him back to wide receiver, and I'm going to try to bring in Jimmy Graham because the Seahawks aren't interested in the tight end Pierre Garçon, but they are interested in the wide receiver Pierre Garçon, because why would they be interested in the tight end when they just got 99 overall Larry Fitzgerald and they already have Jimmy Graham? So since they have a 99 now, that might mean it's easier to get Jimmy Graham, but we'll have to see. I'm just freaking grasping at straws trying to make this trade deadline episode as good as possible. So converting him back to wide receiver. I thought I converted him to wide receiver. I don't want this video to be like that much longer, so this is gonna be the last thing that we try. I'm losing my brain, going to trades, and I'm being stupid. I'm being stupid. So go back to roster, and hopefully this time I'll actually correctly convert Pierre Garçon to wide receiver. I guess you guys wanted a wide receiver, but a lot of people are saying you don't need more wide receivers because you already have 3 and you only throw to 3, and they don't even get enough receptions as it is. So converting him to wide receiver, saving changes. Did it work this time? Okay, it did. Now I don't know if a Jimmy Graham deal will go through straight up, but it might, because a lot of you said he's easy to get. Oh man. So with that said, let's try to get ourselves a Jimmy Graham. Let's go to the Seahawks. I feel like it'll be easier to get because he's a little bit older. And plus, they just got 99 Larry Fitzgerald. So, we're throwing in Pierre Garçon for Jimmy Graham. That's got me wanting to get him now. It's actually got me wanting to get him. Do we have it left outside linebacker? We have no draft picks available. Oh, Brennan Scarlett. Brennan Scarlett. I don't think we're gonna have enough to make this go through. Or do we? Now I'm thinking. They weren't interested in either of these linebackers, were they? Okay, they weren't. What do we do? What do we do? Man, oh man. So let's see. I think I'm just going to try to get Michael Crabtree. I think that's the last thing we can do. I think I'm going to try my best to get Michael Crabtree. Is that the move? I think Michael Crabtree's the move. It's the top-rated thumb up. Do I see any other wide receivers? Odell Beckham, that's just kind of out of the question now. Corey Coleman. The Colts were interested in Kevin King, so they should try to get T.Y. Hilton. Man, okay, so I swear to God, this is the last thing we're doing. If this deal, none of these deals go through, we'll leave it at this. We're gonna leave him at tight end, tight end. So we're gonna convert him back to tight end this time. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. This episode might be an hour long. It might be a freaking hour long. So converting him back to tight end to try to bring in a couple wide receivers. Use Kevin King in a trade to get Vontae Davis from the Colts. I gotta stop looking at the comments before I lose my mind. There's so much stuff I want to do, but so little time. Because we're already at 30 minutes. It took us 30 minutes to get one player. You guys are I cannot believe it took all that time for me to remember about the tight ends. Well, looks like franchise mode is going AIDS. Maybe that's a sign I need to stop. That's a sign from God that I need to chill out with these trades. Maybe just keep the team how it is. So, let's go back to the tight end position. And what players did you guys want? Y'all wanted... Oh, okay, are they interested? Odell Beckham Jr., the Giants. Don't the Giants need a tight end? They do. Oh, my God. This can't be close at all, is it? They need a middle linebacker, though. They need a middle linebacker, though. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. They need a left outside linebacker. You interested in Brennan? You're not. That's what I thought. Okay. What other wide receivers you guys want? Who y'all want? Oh man, who do y'all want? Y'all want some wide receivers. Okay, so I saw something else that's crazy here. Go back to the Colts. Y'all are okay with me trading away a linebacker? Oh, connected franchise is going AIDS right now, fellas. The Colts don't have any players. There we go. Man. Man, oh man. Why are the players disappearing? What's going on here? T.Y. Hilton's who you guys wanted, by the way. Y'all said they were interested in Kevin King. Were they interested in Kevin King? Oh, God. That would put me over the roster space. Or the freaking cap room. They also need a middle linebacker. Oh, what am I doing? I think at this point you guys would just want me to keep the middle linebacker. And see, we don't have enough money for T.Y. Hilton. We're like completely, like, we have no money anymore. So you know what? I'm going to make an executive decision to see what wide receivers teams have that are interested in Pierre Garçon. Because it's obvious you guys want a wide receiver. And if worse comes to worse, we'll get Michael Crabtree. I will make it happen 100%. Jarvis Landry. Let's see how close this is. Not that close. So what other wide receivers are out there that we could pop? Alshon Jeffrey, are they interested in them? They are. How about this? Oh my. I feel like if we throw in... Okay, this is my idea. I don't know what my idea is, honestly. I'm just losing my mind. So, what we're going to do right here, we are going to throw in Bernard McKinney and try to get Alshon Jeffrey. I think you guys would like that. Bernard McKinney, Alshon Jeffrey. Huh. It actually isn't that close. But I do know if we... They're not interested in Kevin King either. I think what we're going to do, guys... Oh, I don't think we need another wide receiver. I think I need to play it smart. Our team's been playing really good as how it is. We need to keep our two linebackers that's been playing very well. Unless I can get Julio. Okay, we don't have enough money for Julio Jones, so. Or, let me see something. If DeAndre Hopkins, Pierre Garçon, would this go through straight up? Oh my god, dude. Do we get Julio Jones? Do we get Julio Jones, dude? Oh my god, I'm stressed out. Do we try to get Julio freaking Jones? Oh, what's it gonna take? Julio freaking Jones, bro. Oh, do we have a center they're interested in by chance? I think I just need to be smart, man. Samson Satele, you interested in him or not? It's in the orange though, bro. I kind of want Julio Jones. Oh, this is dumb. I'm going to have so much hate on this episode, but I have to be smart. I have to be smart with myself. Got to. 100%. Now, with the Giants... Do you guys want me to... I'm kind of tempted. I'm kind of tempted that those... Okay. If this doesn't go through... Wait, no. We're going to try one more thing. We're going to try one more thing before we do that. We're going to try and get Antonio Brown. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's in the green. Okay, we got to be... Okay. Last thing, I promise. Last thing, then we'll just finish the episode. If this goes through, I'm probably going to have a lot of people lose their mind. But a lot of people have always wanted me to bring in Odell Beckham Jr. I'm going to make everybody mad that's a fan of DeAndre Hopkins and the Texans. but I'm not sure if this will go through or not. So we can throw it out there, and it's in the yellow. So last thing, throwing Ryan Anderson. This isn't going to go through. So we got to be smart, boys. We have to be smart. So you know what I think I'm going to do, actually? So after all that, I think we're just going to be smart and keep the team how it is. I did everything I possibly could do. We are going to get that one, the Michael Crabtree that you guys wanted, and convert him to tight end because we need another tight end. I feel like he'll be more fun, and I think he'll be a higher overall tight end than Pierre Garçon. I might be completely wrong. This might be a mistake, but I'm just going to get one more play that you guys did want. So we're going to throw this out into the universe, and did not like a minute ago. Okay, I swear to God, didn't I offer this earlier, and it didn't go through straight up? Am I tripping? I feel like I'm tripping on something. I could have swore I don't know. Okay, something's weird. So that's our last trade that we're gonna make for the series. So with that said, we got Richard Sherman and Michael Crabtree. And Michael Crabtree isn't that tall of a tight end, but I mean, we need a beast. We need a beast because we lost Brandon Marshall. Don't know what Michael Crabtree is going to be at tight end, but he is going to actually be a 90 overall. So basically, we just traded one player straight up for the other. Same overalls. It's just the player you guys wanted to see. Pierre Garçon was just completely by mistake. He was a freaking mistake. That's what his mom said. His mom said she was a mistake. So with that said, that is going to... We still have to look at the standings and stuff, but let's see. So it took us 48 minutes to bring in Michael Crabtree and Richard Sherman.
I'm the best corner in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're going to get. Don't you ever talk about me.
And that's funny. That's freaking... I didn't even think about that, dude. I didn't even think about the correlation. They're teammates now, dude. That's insane. That is absolutely insane, man. Richard Sherman and Michael Crabtree. I didn't even make the connection. Those are two players that we bring in today's episode. That's freaking wild. So with that said, what am I thinking about doing? Oh, we need to see what players we need. We need some depth. So we don't need another running back. We only run 4 wide receivers, so I don't necessarily think we need one. We have 3 tight ends, so that's good. Our line depth is good as well. We definitely need another right end. We could use another defensive tackle. We have a ton of linebackers. What should we do now with Jabril Peppers? Because maybe outside linebacker. Maybe convert him to left outside. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section below what to do with Jabril Peppers. Maybe put him back to cornerback so we have 5. I'll leave that up to y'all. So what position... I think we need another right end. That's pretty much it, really. I think all we need is a right end. And we're good. We're Gucci. This team's pretty freaking good, guys. Shout out to y'all, because y'all have done a really, really good job at rebuilding this team. I've tried my best to make deals go through, but like I said, the reason that I keep the trade deadline on is because you saw how hard it was to get 2 players. It took a lot. So let's bring in one more wide receiver just for the sake of doing so, because we only have 4. And let's just bring in, we'll bring in this guy from Wisconsin because he's 6'6". He could be a beast. We were between signing him and somebody else, and Ryan Switzer. But why not just bring in a 5th wide receiver when we have the chance to do so? We don't need a tight end, but we need a right end, and I think that's going to be it. Who do we need to bring in? You know what? Let's be smart here. Let's do the smartest thing and get the fastest guy. Charles Tapper. He's a 70 overall as well. So bring him in for depth, and that's it. So to end off today's episode, hopefully you guys are appreciative of that. I know I'm not really sure if you guys liked this live episode, but I felt like I just wanted to do something just to show you guys what it's like when I'm making trades like off camera. With it being trade deadline, I wanted it to be just focused on this. And I still, since there's no gameplay, I'm going to show you guys the standings and everything because a lot of people have been suggesting that. And I don't put it into a normal episode because it'll be a lot longer than normal, but this ends up being like 50 minutes anyway. So I'm going to try to get through this without it being like 55 minutes. It's already 50 minutes. So anyways, looking at the standings, we'll just go through the NFL standings right here. The Bills. The Bills and Eagles are both undefeated. Bills are 7-0. The Eagles are 6-0. Buccaneers 5-1. Seahawks 5-1. Patriots 5-2. Titans 4-2. And a couple average teams down here. And who has the worst record in the NFL? That actually goes to the Raiders. That's really surprising. The Raiders, and then we just took Michael Crabtree from them. I don't know how the Raiders 1-6. They have to rebound from that. The Cardinals are 1-6. The Browns, that's not surprising. The Panthers are 1-5. The Vikings 1-5, and some, I don't know, not necessarily surprising teams. Cowboys 3-3, but I'm really surprised with that. But how is our division looking though? We are a half a game out of the Titans because they tied a game against the Colts. So with the way we've been playing, I think we should definitely win our division if we continue, and we just made our team better. So that is that. Now, also before we end the episode, I want to show you. Can we look at like MVP race and stuff? No, we can just see weekly rewards at this point. So with that said, we have the 29th total offense in the NFL. That's great. And defense, we have the best defense. So that's not that surprising to me. We have the most quarterback sacks, and can y'all believe that we have one interception the whole entire year? The Cowboys have two, so it's not that far off from the Cowboys. And last but not least, Drew Brees is 9th in the NFL in passing yards, 2nd in the NFL in passing touchdowns, but he has the worst passer rating. And Jay Ajayi is 26th in the NFL rushing, but that's because we split carries. And last thing before we end the episode, guys, I want to show you these stats. Eli Manning's leading the NFL in passing yards. Passing touchdowns goes to Marcus Mariota, the GOAT. And Drew Brees is leading the NFL with 12 interceptions. My bad. Rushing-wise, we have LaShawn McCoy leading the NFL with 677 yards, and he's on the Bills, who are undefeated. And Le'Veon Bell already has 9 touchdowns, and Gillislee of the Patriots has 8. Receiving-wise, we have Sammy Coates, it looks like, leading the NFL. That's crazy that he's actually leading the NFL in receiving yards over his counterpart, his teammate, freaking Antonio Brown, who's a 99 overall. And leading the NFL in touchdowns is my boy Tajay Sharp. Last but not least, let's check out who's leading the NFL in total tackles, and that is Kevin Minter by a lot. That's actually pretty freaking impressive. Leading the NFL in sacks is Von Miller. Myles Garrett has 11, so he's making his presence known early as a rookie. And where is one of our players at? Where's a Texan? We have the most sacks. Am I blind? Did I miss somebody? Okay, so let's just completely disregard that. And Jason Verrett has 6 interceptions when we have 1 as a team. So with that said, guys, that is going to do it for officially what is going to be probably the longest episode of any Connected Franchise episode ever. That is the trade deadline. And hopefully, although this is completely different format than the rest of the episodes, hopefully you did enjoy. And if you did, make sure to smash the like button. Like I said, guys, 3,000 likes by tonight, and I will do a live stream of probably this week's game and next week's game as well. So 3,000 likes for that, and 4,000 likes, and I'll also be doubling the giveaway, and I'll do one on Twitter as well if we can hit 4,000 likes. And last but not least, be sure to follow me on Instagram if you want to enter the Madden 18 GOAT Edition giveaway. Just follow me on Instagram. Link will be in the description box below. And even if you already followed me, you're automatically entered. Just leave your Instagram name in the comment section below, and sometime next week I'll probably announce it on my Twitter. That's another plug for my Twitter if you want to follow me on Twitter as well. Just leave your Instagram name in the comment section below, and you're automatically entered. I'll just pick somebody that leaves their Instagram name. So that's it, guys. Long episode, a little bit different. See the feedback on it, but I just wanted it to be all about trades today. So hopefully you guys did enjoy that. And if you did, make sure to smash the like button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace. Bro, talking for 55 straight minutes. That ain't the move, dog. That ain't the move, dog. Bro, I just thought I didn't record that whole thing. I was about to be I effing great.